Welcome to Big Movie Mouth Off. We're at Ruby's Cinema Pub reviewing some films today. I'm Jimmy Martin with SLUG Magazine.
I'm Jeff Fife from MSN Entertainment. By the way, we're sponsored by PC Laptops.
Today we'll be reviewing Darren Aronofsky's new film Black Swan, which stars Natalie Portman as a ballerina who gets the role in Black Swan as the Swan Queen, but turns out she's not really capable of handling the pressure.
No, especially because she's got a crazy stage mom played by Barbara Hershey.
Who's amazing.
And she has a crazy stage boss played by Vincent Cassel, the French actor. And she has a new rival played by Mila Kunis.
And who knew Mila could do this?
Swan Queen. Nina Sayers.
I'm Lily. Amazing.
How much longer she was? Central. She's not faking it.
Seducers! Attack it! Attack it! Come on!
Where'd you get these?
It's nothing.
You sweet girl.
Feel my touch. Respond to it.
Someone's hot for teacher. I don't want to talk about that.
You really need to relax.
It's the role, isn't it? It's all this pressure. I knew it'd be too much. I knew it.
Ow! What's she doing here? He made me your alternate.
The only person standing in your way is you.
How do you know where I live? I have my ways. She's after me.
Nobody's after you.
Please believe me. Sweet girl.
Every time I think of Mila, I think very goofy, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
She's just, she's in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. She's never really had this chance to kind of show her dramatic chops, and she does well.
Yeah, well, and speaking of well, the ballerina is played by Natalie Portman, and we've been waiting for her, at least a lot of us have, since Leon the Professional, to watch her make that great step forward as an actress.
And this is it. This is her showing everybody what she can do. What's really good about this film, though, I love it, and I think we agree on this, is that it's Aronofsky. So like with
Right.
Aronofsky, you've got two kind of there's two forms of Aronofsky, almost like there's two forms of Natalie Portman in this film.
Right.
You got Darren Aronofsky as the wrestler, more independent, more subtle.
Right.
And then you've got Requiem for a Dream and Pie Aronofsky,
Right.
who is the most bizarre guy you could probably ever meet.
Yeah.
I'd say for the first half, it's maybe a little bit more wrestler, but if anything, it's very Hitchcockian.
Yes, he has clearly watched a lot of Hitchcock.
Yeah,
And
does it well.
yes.
But the second half, man, does it spiral into Aronofsky, Requiem, and Pie.
Good. Very nice. Let's go again. It all started when we were editing Requiem for a Dream. A script came in by Andres Hines. It was called The Understudy. It was kind of all about Eve meets The Double by Dostoevsky, and I liked it as an idea, and I immediately had the idea that it might be able to transfer into the ballet world. And I always think that that's a really exciting place to set a film, is in a setting that is very rich and interesting, but not very visited by movies. We really wanted to make it a visual treat for audiences.
The Black Swan stole your love! There's only one way to end the pain!
Yeah, it gets crazy.
And that doesn't make it bad. It's just because that's why people love Aronofsky.
Right. If I have a problem with Aronofsky, it's that sometimes when he's crazy Aronofsky, and especially in material like this as compared to Requiem for a Dream, where I can forgive it, he tends to take things a little too seriously for their own good. And
Sure.
I wish that Black Swan knew it was as campy as it is.
Yeah.
I wish there were more
You think
humor
it's
in the
campy?
film.
Or that it should have been more campy?
I think it should have been more campy because it's a campy premise. Ballerina gets the role of a lifetime and is being driven slowly mad by her inner demons.
Have you ever met ballerinas before? It's a crazy world, buddy.
Yeah, I know. They like to throw up things a lot.
It's true.
Black Swan is actually very much a companion piece of the wrestler. Mickey Rourke as a wrestler is very similar to Natalie Portman as a ballet dancer, and they're both artists that use their bodies, and where age really threatens them and physical injury threatens them, and the only kind of tool they have is their bodies to express themselves.
And by the way, speaking of the ballerina aspects, Natalie Portman does a lot of her own dancing, and to Darren Aronofsky's credit, I would love to see, and I'm not the biggest dance fan in the world, I would love to see a Swan Lake that was directed by Darren Aronofsky and his cinematographer and his dance choreographer.
The cinematography is amazing in those dance sequences. I mean, honestly, and the makeup. Like, the makeup, I mean, you saw it from the poster. I mean, just beautiful makeup and costumes. And without giving too much away, there's some special effects that come in there too that are not to the highest of standards.
No.
But I'm glad they're not, because it kind of fits in that little underworld that Aronofsky likes to live in.
It actually, in that way, sort of has a David Cronenberg feel to
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Especially in that second half.
My mentor always told me how to make them laugh, cry, or scare the out of them. And so I wanted to try the scary one. It's got kind of elements of horror, elements of drama, elements of paranoia, everything kind of connected and came together.
For the performances alone and the more interesting aspects, 3 stars for me.
I'm a little bit above you on that one, a 3.5. That, I don't know if it has to take itself, throw in humor there. It's Aronofsky. It's just he doesn't have a lot of humor in him in his films, and I think that's okay.
No, he does not seem to like the life of the party.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a chuckler to me. But Natalie Portman, there's some great competition this year in the actress categories. I think she might be able to take this one all the way for Best Actress, and Mila Kunis might be right behind her. But like I said, it's a tough category. Supporting and lead actresses.
Well, especially because Mila Kunis also has Barbara Hershey, who plays the stage mom, against her.
Oh yeah, it's true. It can split the votes, but I give it 3.5 stars. It's a great film.